This is CBS 11 News at 10.
Developing tonight, Adrian Peterson is answering to the leak of another incident involving one of his children.
The alleged incident here involves a different 4-year-old son with a different mother. From KHOU in Houston comes this photograph allegedly texted by Peterson to the boy's mother. This was last June, showing a head wound. Now, the mother involved here says the wound scarred. She gave KHOU text messages where Peterson allegedly admits that the boy hit his head on a car seat while Peterson was, quote, whooping him for cussing at a sibling. KHOU says it has confirmed with the mother that she filed a report with Child Protective Services. The outcome of any CPS investigation is unclear. Peterson's attorney did respond tonight, though. They released a statement saying an adult witness says Peterson did nothing inappropriate and also highlighted that authorities took no action in this matter. The Vikings, for the record, say that they were aware of the allegation. Last night, we learned Radisson pulled its sponsorship of the Minnesota Vikings as it evaluates the Adrian Peterson case.
Well, Doug, we've also learned tonight you won't be picking up the tab for John Wiley Price's attorneys. A federal judge denied Price's request for a court-appointed defense. The judge says the Dallas County Commissioner has enough money to pay for his own lawyer. Price and 3 others are charged in the public corruption conspiracy. All have pleaded not guilty. The trial is set for January of 2016. One of those charged, businessman Christian Campbell, has asked a judge to separate him from the other 3 defendants so he can stand trial alone.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Larry Maury. Still some spotty rain moving through the area. A little area of light rain moving through Plano and Frisco right now, and some spotty drizzle around Dallas and Fort Worth. A little wider view shows this area of light rain continuing to move from west to east. It'll be like this through much of the night. Cloudy skies, a little spotty drizzle here and there. This moisture that's overhead is partially coming from Hurricane Odell, which is out here in the Baja Peninsula. That moisture continues to stream our way, and tomorrow morning we'll wake up with cloudy skies and still a little spotty drizzle and a little spotty rain. Temperatures in the 70s through the morning hours. But coming up, I'll talk about when we've got the chance for some thunderstorms. That's in my forecast.
All right, Larry, thanks. Now, new at 10 o'clock tonight, your morning commute might be looking up. All westbound lanes of the Bush Turnpike at the Dallas North Tollway in Plano are now back open tonight. Live picture for you. What happened earlier today, a piece of heavy equipment overturned, dangled over that ramp for hours on end. The eastbound Bush Turnpike overpass expected to be closed at least until midnight while crews repair the guardrail.
New information tonight on the Frisco couple found dead in their home nearly 2 weeks ago. According to the search warrant obtained by CBS 11, someone apparently forced their way into the downstairs bedroom where police found the body of Sumit Dewan. The report says he suffered blunt force trauma to his head and a fractured hand, and there were pills next to Dewan's body. The document does not specify what kind of pills. Police also recovered a handwritten note near his body. His wife Pallavi's body was found in the pool. At the time of the couple's deaths, a grand jury was investigating the January death of their 10-year-old son.
New information on the Saturday night fall you probably heard about by a fan at AT&T Stadium. Arlington fire inspectors have now checked the rail height where this fall occurred. They say it in fact exceeds building code requirements. Those responsible for stadium safety are reviewing the circumstances of the accident to see if there's anything more they can do regarding fan safety. That fan who fell over about 10 feet down, if not farther, was upgraded to good condition by the hospital today. And new now at 10, it is the best piece of evidence in a woman's disappearance.
So why is Christina Morris's family unhappy about this video? JD Miles has the concerns from the Shops at Legacy in Plano. JD.
Karen, this is the actual security camera that recorded the last known steps Christina Morris took on August 30th. Tonight, her mother is calling on this residential and retail village to install higher quality cameras.
I really feel like we would have a stronger lead.
Johnny McElroy can't help but ask what if when she sees this video.
Quality of the cameras that were in the parking garage.
These grainy images from the parking garage at the Shops at Legacy show Christina Morris moments before she vanished after a night out with friends. Her mother believes the high-end village of shops and apartments deserves higher quality cameras.
It needs to be fixed immediately because I don't wish this on anybody else. It's not fair to her at all that this is what's kind of stopping it.
Plano police say they understand the concerns.
It's unfortunate that we don't have something better, but we're gonna continue to look into enhancement of the video to see if we can maybe get somewhere on that.
These new photos of the missing 23-year-old include some from her Fort Worth home, where her mother made an emotional visit over the weekend.
It was very hard. It was the hardest thing I have ever done in my life besides this search. And I felt her there with me when I started touching her stuff. It's wrong that she was not with me to help me do that.
Now, the Shops at Legacy has multiple developers, so right now the security camera concerns will have to be answered by whoever installed this one. That's something we hope to get answered in the coming days. Meanwhile, Plano police say they just don't have the witnesses or evidence at this point to conclude that this disappearance was anything, was foul play, was the result of foul play, but we hope to find out more in the coming days, and police say they are planning more searches as well. Live in Plano, J.D. Miles, CBS 11 News.
J.D., appreciate it. Thank you. They won the fight over religious plaques on campuses for now, at least. New tonight, parents dressed in blue Christian-themed T-shirts tell the Midlothian School Board that they want to make sure that those plaques remain uncovered. The Freedom from Religion Foundation had convinced the board to remove the plaques, arguing a violation of separation of church and state. But parents who got district leaders to change their minds showed up tonight, telling the board to keep them posted if they plan on any changes.
A Tarrant County woman is heading to prison for making herself a widow. Neola Robinson pleaded guilty today to murdering her husband and burying his body in the yard of their Pelican Bay home. Erwin Robinson was reported missing in 2010. Robinson told investigators her husband had run away with another woman, but 3 years later, she showed them where his body was. She's sentenced to 18 years in prison. The
fracking argument in one area at least may not hold water tonight. Methane-tainted water in Parker County under scrutiny. But a study by 5 major universities now is suggesting it's a construction issue with faulty casings and cement. Those elements are designed to protect groundwater when petroleum products are drilled and then pumped. It's good news for the fracking industry and homeowners as well if this theory is confirmed.
This can be regulated. It can certainly be fixed from an engineering standpoint and addressed by the industry, I think, in fairly short order.
And so you know, the most recent study only looked at one group of wells in southern Parker County, so it was a fairly small sample. An EPA study is now underway to give us a more definitive answer. We could have some results, we're told, sometime next year.
A severe respiratory illness is now confirmed in at least 10 states and suspected in at least 7 more. The CDC says so far it has no reported cases in Texas, but we've learned tonight that may be only because of a lack of reporting and testing. Andrea Lucia is live in Waxahachie, where doctors suspect one young girl may have the illness. Andrea.
Yeah, the Dallas County Health Department says it's entirely possible the young girl who passed through this hospital and other children in Texas have the enterovirus D68, and we just don't know about it. It's only now the state has asked hospitals to begin reporting potential cases.
That makes sense. I knew something was wrong. I knew it wasn't just like a regular cold.
13-year-old Madeline James went to the doctor with a deep cough, a high fever, and a runny nose. A battery of tests ruled out the flu, strep, and pneumonia.
Kind of made the doctor think that,
Her mother says the doctor explained Madeline could have the same virus sweeping across the Midwest. The problem?
There's really no way that we could prove it.
Some hospitals think that they might have seen cases, but again, there was no way to test for this particular virus.
Dallas County Health Director Zach Thompson says the virus is difficult to track. Hospitals aren't required to report suspected cases, and tests for it aren't readily available. The state is now asking doctors to report children admitted to ICUs with severe upper respiratory illnesses and to submit their nasal or throat swabs for CDC testing. That option, though, only became available several days ago.
To say how many cases might have been missed, I don't think anybody can tell you.
Dana James says it's left her doubting how much health officials really know.
Texas has 0 confirmed cases. Well, they have 0 confirmed cases because we do not have the test here. It may be sitting next to you. You don't know.
Yeah, there is no vaccine, no specific treatment for this virus. Best advice out there is to wash your hands and avoid contact with people who are sick. Reporting live in Waxahachie, Andrea Lucia, CBS 11 News.
Andrea, thanks. A new campus sexual assault awareness campaign is going to focus on making men a part of the solution. The White House will introduce the campaign on Friday, we're told. It's called It's On Us. The idea here is to challenge men not to accept other men sexually assaulting women and to realize it's their personal responsibility, in fact, to prevent it.
The NFL Players Association is expected to file an appeal tomorrow on behalf of Ray Rice, fighting his indefinite suspension for domestic abuse. In the wake of that abuse case, women are about to play a key role in the NFL. Commissioner Roger Goodell sent a letter to every team today saying 4 women will help shape the league's policies going forward. They include the former head of the Sex Crimes Prosecution Unit in the New York County DA's office and the former executive director of the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence.
Hackers with only good intent. I know that sounds weird, but they did expose a critical hole in the system for the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. They were able to breach the system and gain access to personal information, sensitive stuff pertaining to dozens of people. The hackers immediately shared the system's flaw with the FBI and the Protective Services folks. The database, we're told, has been shut down for now. The department also told CBS 11 the breach affected about 30 people as of right now.
Protect your property with just a drop. The smart technology coming up new at 10.
After years of new residents flooding into North Texas, why are so many suddenly packing up and moving out?
And the tip was worth 20 cents. Now the receipt it's printed on is worth about 40,000 times that.